He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Roman. He finds his man, complete. That's Gill. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
That's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cook. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
On now the Miami field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
He hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time I remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On first down, right back to Hall. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Here's Hall again. And he's got room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
On first and 10, it's Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front. Allowed the secondary to get home.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Looking to throw. Wolf. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Texans on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and 11. On third down, here's Hall. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on first down. They start the drive with Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The last play got just a yard. Here's second and 9 from the 26. They run it again with Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Good push up front, and then a run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roll.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And some room to work. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Cook up the gut. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now, 13-6. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off play action. Roman. They're going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big jump play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Off the play fake. Roman. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's caught inside the 30. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A big play there just before halftime. 64 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Let's go now.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game, and they'll make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining 2nd half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at the play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the 2nd half and get us going?
On second down, it's Cook again. And the defense closes quickly there. They'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense, and this home crowd, they're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Throwing on 1st down. Wolf. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick.
That's some bullshit.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown. And this lead
that's some straight bullshit.
And it's certainly felt like this defense
top end.
As being in a position to make a play on the ball, and boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something.
Heads up.
Everybody missed the block. Got 5 block and everybody misses the block.
Themselves reasserted and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Straight ahead is home. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
This is caught by Williams. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. First down, here's the run with Cook. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, He seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Roman. He's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on his team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love his large body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Coming up, we are looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Cook again. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 158. That pushes him past Randy Moss and into 4th place all time. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. A 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Wolf. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
That's bullshit.
By Brandon Stevens. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Roman. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking to throw. Roman. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So they got the turnover starting with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. On 2nd down, Cook, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They run again on 1st down. Cook. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in the preseason, and all he talked about was building and bullying. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the backs coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gill. Touchdown! From 8 yards out. And the Dolphins are going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out. This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action. Wolf. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime...
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. To throw on 2nd down. Wolf. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought
Everybody
down.
got blocked the man down.
It's a sack and a turnover.
Running back fucking fell down.
The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake. Roman. He's going to let this one go deep.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards, the final tally. Operating from the gun. Wolf. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Off play action. Wolf. And now here's
Look at
another
this.
interception. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Off the play fake. Roman. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Roman. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Roman. And Cook has it left side. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Roman letting one go deep for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.